good, y'all? Lobby here again. Welcome to another prep video. So we're here at my house. We stepped away from the gym for today. So today we're gonna touch on something a little bit different. So we're gonna talk a little bit about nutrition today. Just to give you a little update about what's been going on. So prep is going very well so far. I feel great. I've lost a significant amount of body fat so far and weight overall. I've lost about 22 pounds. I'm weighing about 204 pounds right now. I've also seen a lot of definition in my musculature. So far, I can say everything is pretty well. So like I said, we stepped away from the gym today. So we're back here at my house. I'm gonna take you through a full day of eating while I'm prepping for my journey. Now, nutrition is gonna be one of the most important parts when it comes to getting the physique that you actually want. So I wanna show that and share that with you guys today. And fair warning, I'm one of the most pickiest eaters ever. Anybody who really knows me knows that I'm a very picky eater. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been that way. Yes, I was that kid who was eating chicken strips and fries at every restaurant up until I was maybe 10 years old. So, you know, hey, what can I say? At least I know what I like. And when I find what I like, I eat a lot of it, you know, within reason. So today is a very special day. And I say that because, you know, of course, with this prep journey, just trying to shred down and lose body fat, I've been in a calorie deficit for a while. So a little bit over 3 or 4 weeks. So eating consistently at 200 grams of carbs, 77 grams of fat, and 200 grams of protein. So today, my coach gave me a refeed day. So refeed days are a type of diet break in which they're a little bit different from cheat days or cheat meals. And they are pre-planned and follow a set amount of guidelines. So that doesn't mean that you just can eat whatever you want and however much of it that you want. So refeed days, they help to improve your performance and recovery. Okay. They also help to preserve muscle mass while in a fat loss phase, and they also help to balance your hormones that are responsible for metabolism. Usually, refeed days are given, either you get 1 or 2 days of a refeed after a restrictive diet. Okay, so let's say you've been dieting for 4 weeks like I have, where I've been pretty low calories, pretty low carb. So now is the time where, okay, I can get a refeed day to help me bring my energy levels back up, kind of give me a mental break from the restrictive diet, and then also to replenish my glycogen stores to give me, again, just more energy and make me feel more full, and just to help me continue to lose more and more fat so that my body doesn't get used to, you know, the low amount of calories and carbs that I've been eating. So typically, refeed days are gonna be maybe 1, maybe 2 days a week. And again, it just depends on how you program it for yourself. So not everybody has a refeed day every single week. So I haven't had one every single week. It's more of after you've been dieting for a certain amount of time, then you might get a refeed day. Just to, again, replenish your glycogen stores to help you, give you more energy with your performance in the gym and your recovery. And then also just to give you a mental break from the restrictive dieting, all right? So just to give you a little bit of a breakdown of what the difference is with the refeed day versus, my other days dieting, just to give you a little breakdown is before I was doing, while in the calorie deficit, I was doing 200 grams of carbs, 77 grams of fat, and 200 grams of protein. Now, today on this refeed day, I'm doing 416 grams of carbs, 42 grams of fat, and 200 grams of protein, staying the same as I usually would. So what I eat on a daily basis while on prep is pretty much the same across the board. It just depends on what my macros look like for that day. The portion sizes are gonna differ. Okay, so obviously my portion sizes today are gonna be a lot bigger than I would if, on any other day that I was on prep, just because my macros are different. Okay, so it's just very important to track. That's why I track every single day to make sure that I'm hitting my exact macros or as close to my macros as possible so I can get the results that I want, okay? For anybody out there who's struggling to gain muscle mass, to lose weight, lose fat, whatever your goal is, it's very important to track your calories at first, especially if you don't know, how to portion. It's very important to track that and to stay consistent with the macros that you're given, especially if you're working with a coach, just because it is gonna make all the difference. If you're just kind of winging it and you're eyeballing it every time and you're not staying consistent with those macros, then you can't expect to get results. So just so that you guys know, all right? So to start off, again, like I said, I'm supposed to spread out my meals like 5 to 6 times a day. So I'm supposed to have like 5 to 6 meals a day. Usually I stick with 5, but today, since it's a refeed, I'm doing 6. So I'm gonna take you through each one of my meals that I have. And like I said, I'm very picky, so I keep it very simple. For the most part, I'm just gonna be showing you 3 of the meals that I'm gonna be having, and then the other 3 are just gonna be repeats of the 3 meals that I had before. So you guys just get to see what I eat on a, for the most part. So also what I eat today is it might not be the same for what I eat every single day, if that makes sense. So like for today, right, I have white rice, I have some stew that I'm gonna show you, and some sirloin. So on other days, right, just because I'm like, I don't have chicken today, so I'm out of chicken, but I do still do chicken breast. I also like to do salmon as well, but I just don't have those on me right now. But I'll just show you what I'm having today. All right, so let's get into it. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning before my first meal is I have my pre-meal shake. So what that consists of is about 8 fluid ounces of suja. This right here is growing on me. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Like I said, I'm very picky, so I don't eat a whole lot of fruits and vegetables. But Suja Organic, it's cold pressed organic juice with apples, celery, cucumber, kale, collard greens, ginger, spinach, chlorella, barley grass, everything every green that you probably need. So I like it, and it also helps to cut the taste of the apple cider vinegar when I have this shake. So this is like part of my green serving for the day. So I do 8 fluid ounces here. I'll also do 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So again, like we touched on in the supplement video, apple cider vinegar mixed with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice helps to suppress fat storage. It also protects the liver. It stabilizes your blood sugar levels. So we add that in there. And then we're gonna do a serving of glutamine. So glutamine helps aid in recovery and basically helps you to build muscle and burn fat, while also triggering a positive nitrogen balance within your body. And the last thing we're gonna add is some Cyto greens here. So this is just another green supplement that I've been using for a while. I mean, I like it a lot. There's a lot of green superfoods in here. So again, this is just another serving of greens that I have for the day. Again, just because I don't eat as much greens and vegetables as I should. So I just like to get my servings out the way with this. Now, as I get closer to my show, where my macros are and my calories are really gonna be decreased severely, in order to get more volume so that I can feel more full, then I will start getting in like just more kale and spinach and broccoli and just making it the way that I like to make it. Obviously, I like to season my food a lot, so just to make it taste better. So I will be doing more of that as my carbs start to decrease more and more and more. Okay, cool. So that's the pre-meal shake. I have this every morning, and to be honest, without the suja, this tastes freaking gross. But with it, it actually tastes like almost like apple cider. So not too bad. And I'm gonna take this down with my digestive enzymes and probiotics to help with digestion and overall gut health. Down and hatchet, not bad. Okay. So that's the pre-meal shake. Now we're gonna go right into meal number 1. Meal number 1, I like to keep it simple. So today we're gonna do about 80 grams of oats. Okay, so this is regular rolled oats. Now, again, like I said, measuring your food and making sure that your macros are exact is crucial, is very important. I can't just eyeball it because the portion sizes, they matter, and they will throw off your calories significantly. Okay, and I've learned that. That's one of the biggest things I've learned during this prep process is that, yes, I had a pretty good physique before starting this process, but I never took the time to weigh out my food. I never really tracked my calories like that. So actually knowing exactly how much I'm eating, it all makes a difference, and it's showing in my results that I'm getting already so far. So If you don't understand portioning and portion sizes, and if you're new to nutrition and you don't understand certain things, then I would highly recommend investing in a $20, $30 food scale. Okay, and just measure out your food. All right, so we just got regular oats here. Again, it's not flavored. There's no sugar. There's no additives. There's no nothing in it. It's just plain as it should be. Okay, because that excess sugar could be a detriment to my overall physique. So today we're doing 80 grams. So we're gonna measure out. So again, right, just put the bowl on, press the tare button, and it's gonna measure it out. So on average, I'll usually do 40 grams for breakfast, but since it's a refeed day, I get twice that much. Okay, so I put a little bit too much. So I'm gonna take out a little bit because that shit matters. There you go. Now we're back at 80. All right. Now I'm not gonna lie, I hate putting water with my oats. I absolutely hate it. It's gross, but it's what I gotta do. I will usually just put milk in it because I feel like the milk makes it taste better, but we gotta do water and it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna heat that up. And you guys might be thinking, that sounds like a bland ass breakfast. You know, like I said, and you know, again, let's just reiterate, I'm very picky, but I'm so serious when I tell y'all this. I'm allergic to most fruit. So I don't eat any fruit with my meals at all. I wish I wasn't like that, but I am allergic to most fruit. Most fruits that I've tried, I get the same reactions. So I don't add any types of berries to my oats. It's just, I just have my oats, and the flavoring that I use, I just like to use a little bit of, not a little bit, a lot of cinnamon. Okay, this is what gives it the flavor right here, and then just to add some sweetness, because I do have a sweet tooth, but obviously I can't put any sugar in it. I can't put any honey in it, so anything with excess calories. So we're gonna use the good old pancake syrup. All right, this is no carb, no sugar, no fat, no calorie pancake syrup. So the macros on this is great because I could add like 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, and there's no sugar, there's no calories to it, which is nice. But and it's actually pretty decent. I'm not even gonna lie. So we're gonna use that to flavor up these oats real quick. So a lot of bit of cinnamon. You gotta go heavy on it. Heavy-handed on the cinnamon. We'll add the pancake syrup to it. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and shit, I might even do a 3rd. We're gonna mix that up. It's not half bad. That, my friends, is meal number 1. So I just have meal number 1. So after meal number 1, I would have my post meal 1 supplements. So after my first meal, just like I mentioned in my supplement video, we're gonna do my cod liver oil, anti-inflammatory, vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin D. Okay, so these are our fat soluble vitamins here. And then usually I would do 2 capsules of NAC, which is N-acetylcysteine, but I just ran out, so I gotta get more later on. So we're just gonna do these 4 today. And I'm gonna take that with 16 ounces of water, put a couple drops of my vitamin D in there, and then some Metamucil fiber powder with collagen to help with joint support. 2 tablespoons of fiber. Okay, again, this helps with gut health and regularity. And I don't ever bloat anymore. Ever since I started taking fiber, probiotics, and digestive enzymes every day. We're gonna add in magnesium. Okay, this is liquid magnesium here, so this helps with energy production. Now I do have a zinc supplement as well. So zinc is also very important just for immunity, digestion, growth and development, and testosterone production. But I usually just take this at night with my last protein shake of the day, which is my meal 6. So I just take this before I go to bed. And we also have vitamin B as well. So I'm gonna just take that real quick. Vitamin B complex, okay, helps with energy production. So basically being able to turn your food into energy. So that's what vitamin B does, nutrient metabolism. All right, so meal number 2 is gonna be a little bit smaller. So this would usually be my like pre-workout meal. So for a pre-workout, it's a very small meal. I don't need too much just because I had the oats before. So usually it would just be 1 or 2 rice cakes before I get started. And I would usually pair that with some peanut butter. But since today is my refeed day, my fats are a lot lower than usual. So we're gonna stay away from the peanut butter today just so that I don't go over my fats. I'm pretty much gonna get most of my fats from the steak that I'm gonna have later on. So we're gonna steer clear of the peanut butter for today, but usually I would have peanut butter with my rice cakes. So we're gonna do 2 rice cakes and then we'll probably mix that with a protein shake. And then obviously, if I was actually working out today, I wouldn't do a protein shake with it. I would save the protein shake for after the workout. So because I'm not working out today, I can do the protein shake with the rice cakes as my meal number 2. But usually if I was working out, it would be the rice cakes, and then it'll be my pre-workout and creatine that I'll have before my workout, and afterwards then I'll have my protein shake and my post-workout meal. So to give y'all a look what this will look like. So just take 2. And that's about it. Not much, but again, it's just like a little snack, but it does count as a meal. So be the rice cakes and protein shake. Bam. Meal number 2. All right, so we just did meal number 1 and 2. So now we're going into meals 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so when I tell you I like to keep it simple, this next meal, I can eat this meal for the rest of my life and be fine. Be good, not complain, not one bit. I promise you. All right, anybody who really knows me knows what I'm about to show you is like my bread and butter. All right. So, and I'm excited today because I get to have a lot of it, and it's a part of the plan. So this is not like, you know, like a cheat meal that I can just, you know, that I can have. Like this is like something that's a part of the plan, and I can have a lot of it. So I'm very excited. So what is gonna be? We have here my good friend, the rice cooker. Just finished up. Perfect as always. That's why I love this rice cooker, because it just makes rice perfectly every time. So, so I get to have 4 meals of rice today and not get tired of it. What we're gonna have with it is sirloin. Okay, so this is top sirloin. Okay, get some olive oil here and just some light cracked pepper, garlic, and sea salt seasoning here, okay, because we do want to season our food. And I'm gonna show y'all what I have the rice with. So some of y'all out here, man, y'all don't know. It's okay, I'm gonna show you, all right? This right here, all my Africans, all my Nigerians know exactly what this is, all right? This is what we just call simply stew. I can't give you the full ingredient list. I can't give you the full recipe, right? Obviously, you can find a recipe on, you know, on YouTube or something like that if you really wanted it. But this is my mama recipe right here. Thank you, mama, for teaching me how to make it, because now I can make it whenever I want. And this is literally what makes the rice so damn good and addicting. Okay, it's so flavorful, it's sweet and it's spicy, and it's delicious. Okay, so this is what makes rice so enjoyable and special for me. Okay, because I just ate the oats, I'm only just gonna make a small portion right now. So I'm just gonna have, I think, let's see, about 205 grams of white rice right now. And then we'll put about 3 tablespoons of the stew on top of it. And then we'll do about 3.5 ounces of sirloin. So let's measure out this rice. Okay, so we're going 205 grams. That's all I'm allowed to have. When I looked at that the first time, I was like, yo, how am I supposed to survive off that? Okay, cool. So that's about 204, right? 3 tablespoons of the stew. Okay, so much flavor in this. Put that in the microwave to keep warm while we make our steaks. So we're gonna put a little bit of oil here. So you do wanna be careful about how much oil you use. So compared to proteins and carbs, fat has 9 calories per 1 gram versus carbs and protein are gonna have 4 calories per gram. So that's more than twice as much as the other two. So the amount of oils and fats that you use can definitely take you up on your calorie intake. So just be mindful of that. Cool, so oil's hot. Ready to put the sirloins in. Okay, usually I pre-season before I put it in the pan, but my whole steak, I have a whole method to making steak, but that's kind of thrown off now just because I can't use whatever seasoning I want. All this is sea salt, garlic, and black pepper. 0 calories, of course, because I can't do any of the extra calories, so I'm just gonna season the tops of this. But trust me, I do like my shit flavors. Cool, time to flip them. Both sides are done. We'll turn that heat off. Okay, so we're gonna do about 4 ounces of steak here, which is about 113 grams. 152. So usually if this happens, then I'll just have the whole steak. And then as we get closer and closer to the end of the day, then if I have one that's gonna take my protein a little bit over, then I'll cut it for the most part, but I'll just stick with this. So this is 152. I'll just make note of it in my macros and then just make that note accordingly to the rest of my plan. So we'll do that. So that's 152 grams. We have our rice and stew. This right here is gonna be meals 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, y'all, so that is a full day of eating while I'm on prep. So now the cat's out the bag. You guys know what I eat. Yes, I am picky. I keep it very simple. That's just how I like to do it. That's just me. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit about how to weigh your food, how to track your food, and how important it is when you're actually trying to reach a specific fitness goal. Everything that you do matters. So we'll see you guys back at the gym for our next video. I appreciate y'all tuning in for today. We're gonna be doing like an arm day, and we're gonna go pretty hard with biceps and triceps. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I appreciate y'all's support so far. So please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. And we'll see y'all here next time. All right.